página 211 en el texto, por favor. Página 211. Let me do something really quickly. That's what I need to do. Okay, let's see.
Jonathan wanted me to let you know that he won't be able to make it to class today because he has a cold.
Oh. Well, we appreciate him not sharing with us. We will miss him. Who's going to straighten out my desk today? Okay. So let me just paste these into our document. Everybody's, okay, let's see. Nehemiah's joined us on the document. Everybody else on the document today? Go ahead and join us. I sent it with, oops. Okay, let me go ahead and I'll put the link in the side chat bar for those of you. Okay, chat bar, here we are. Okay, so it's in the chat bar and it's also in the same email, depending on how you joined us. Okay, good job. Adi, ¿qué más? ¿Qué más de qué? Solamente 3 personas hoy. Okay, so let's go ahead and look at dos complementos. Remember, complemento is complement or a object. Okay, object pronoun. The complementos, melo, telo, and noslo. Okay, remember we have, muy bien, we're all lined up in a row. Okay, so remember we had our little chart. I'll go ahead and insert a little chart. Or let's see, table, they'll call it. Okay, and remember we have me, te, nos, and os. Okay, remember those 4 are both direct and indirect object pronouns. Doesn't matter. Okay, he hit me. Who did he hit? He hit me. Therefore, me is direct object. Or he passed the ball to me. Okay, me then being él me pegó. Él me pegó. He hit me. Él me él pasó. Él me pasó la pelota. Right? He passed me the ball. And we've kind of avoided doing both at the same time, right? So in English, if I say he passed me the ball, he passed it to me or he passed me it, right? He passed me it sounds terrible, but it's workable. It's legal in English, right? He passed me it. So you have both the direct and the indirect object pronouns there. You're highlighting in pink for us there, huh? Okay, so remember those 4 pronouns don't change. Me, whether it's regardless of whether it's direct and indirect object pronouns. Okay, remember what happens in these boxes down here. Yes, we're getting to those, Nehemiah, if you just pay attention. Okay, so remember, indirect objects were le, and less, right? Okay, he, she, it, you for le, and then it's them and you plural for less, right? And then what did we have for indirect object pronouns? We had the whole lo, la, those are direct, right? And plural, los, and las. Okay. So let's look at the examples here. Okay. So many sentences have both direct and indirect object pronouns. In Spanish, the indirect object pronoun always precedes the direct object pronoun. Okay, always precedes. Indirect always precedes. Nehemiah, you're a little antsy there. Okay. both pronouns precede the conjugated form of the verb, just like normal, right? We've learned that when you have conjugated verb, that it precedes the verb, right? Él me pegó. He hit me. Él. I only use hit because there aren't as many verbs that take only a direct object, right? So hit or visit or, we have a limited amount of verbs, right? So I'm not trying to be violent here. Okay. So él me pegó. Él me pegó. Okay. Okay. Él me pegó. He hit me. Me, direct object. Okay, so you see where it goes. We've always learned it goes before the conjugated verb. Okay, so let's look at examples. So study follow sentences. Ella nos sirvió el helado. Okay, so we're focusing here on the direct object, right? We're already given, highlighted in yellow, the indirect objects, right? So what's that first sentence say? Ella nos sirvió el helado. She served us the ice cream. Second sentence, el mozo me dio la llave. Was mozo bellhop? Mozo? Me dio la llave. The bellhop gave me the key. Él me vendió los libros. He sold me the books. En papá te hizo las reservaciones. Dad made the reservations for you. Okay, so now we're going to take all those direct object nouns and we're going to place them with pronouns, right? So remember, what was the rule for direct object pronouns? It's the what part of speech is it is the definite article. Thank you. I'm sorry, I'm losing it. Okay, so the definite article, so la llave we're going to replace with la. Los libros we're going to replace with los. Las reservaciones we're going to replace with las. What are we going to replace el helado with? El helado is going to be lo, right? It's lo. Le would be indirect object, yeah. Okay. So remember, when you have two of them, indirect object comes before direct object. Think about it however you need to do. Direct, indirect, direct, indirect, direct. Indirect, then direct. Okay, so reverse alphabetical order. That's the kind of things that help me. Okay, or the person before the object, right? The person receiving it before the object's actually being acted upon. Okay, so we're going to take that lo for helado and we're going to place it in, and look what you're left with. Okay, ella nos lo sirvió. She served it to us. Okay, or she served us it, which doesn't sound real beautiful. It's viable, but preferable to say she served it to us. Definitely much better sounding. She served it to us. Ella nos lo sirvió. Okay, looking at the second example. Okay, la llave, we're going to replace with la llave. We're going to place it in between dio and me. El mozo me la dio. The bellhop gave it to me. Okay, los libros, we're going to place with los. Okay, so he sold them to me, or he sold me them. Él me los vendió. So if you think about it, so far, if you need to know the word order, right? Which one comes first, direct or indirect? Think of it of the less common way we say it. She served me it. Me it. It's before. He gave me them. Okay, me, then them. So whatever it does to help you remember which order it goes. Okay, Papa made the reservations. Reservations we're going to replace with las. We're going to put it in between the verb and the indirect object. Papa te las hizo. Papa made them for you. Or daddy. Dad. Let's look at ejercicio 9. We'll have, let's see if anybody else has joined us. What happened to Vita? Desapareció. There you go. I see you again. Okay. So Vita, take 1. Addie 2 and Nehemiah 3. En página 211, page 211, ejercicio 9. Ejercicio 9, exercise 9. So it's converse according to the model. Según, according to. Example, ¿quién te dio los videos? Who gave you the videos? Mi tío Julio me los dio. Okay, so follow exactly the model.
Am I taking 3?
Yes, Nehemiah. Número 3. Okay, so Addie, you just copied the example. You need to change it. Okay, so los videos was the example. But who gave you the videos? My uncle Julio gave them to me or gave me them. So yours is la raqueta. So you need to change videos to who gave you the racket. And then change it in the following. Larita. Yeah, so yours is going to be Tío Julio. So Vita, yours is good. It's not going to change because it's going to follow the. Okay. But it wants you to use the actual noun in the question. So instead of who gave them to you, you're kind of a step ahead of the game, but that's fine. I should say ¿Quién te dio los esquíes? Right? Los esquís. Esquís. And then you said me too.
Okay, I'm super confused because I thought you gave me number one, and so that's what I did, and I realized that I just copied everything because I completely
Oh,
forgot
you
to
were
do it.
doing number one? Okay.
Yeah, I was the one
You were,
doing number
I'm
one.
sorry, I got you guys back. I'm sorry, I got you guys backwards.
Yeah.
Yes, I was talking to you. I didn't realize I was supposed to be talking to you. Yes. Okay, yes. Thank you, Addie. Yes. Sorry. Little backwards. Okay, Nehemiah, I don't know quite what you're doing. We're following the example, and you should ask, who gave you the boots? I mean, and we don't have to say my uncle. You can say someone else gave them to you. It really doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything besides the name. Okay. Unless you're saying more than one person gave them to you. So Nehemiah, yeah, there you go. Who gave you the boots? Muy bien, Adi. Thank you for clarifying and correcting. Muy bien. Okay, so the question's exactly the same. Diste is you gave. So who you gave, I mean, you're just following the example like it is. Okay. ¿Quién te dio las botas?
How do you say for to give in past?
Yeah, that's what I've just been saying. You're following the example that's up there. ¿Quién te dio? And then you're just changing out los videos with las botas. Mm-hmm. There you go. Okay. Who gave you the boots? And then you need to say, you can say your tío Julio, you can say your abuelita Ana, or you can say whoever you want. Really doesn't change it unless you make it more than one person. Mis padres. So you have the parents. So just say mis padres, Nehemiah. There you go. Mis padres gave them to me. So me. And then las botas. I'm gonna gotta replace my boots. Las botas becomes las. There you go. Me las. And you're gonna make it difficult. You're gonna have a different form of the verb, but that's all right. I appreciate the extra effort. Dieron. Mis padres me las dieron. There you go. Perfecto. Okay. Let's look at ejercicio 10. Ejercicio 10. Contesta con la camarera o hermoso y los pronombres apropiados. Okay. So, camarera, qué es la camarera? ¿Qué es la camarera? It's it's the maid, right? Maid, la camarera, right? Yeah, so it has to do with the bed, the bed maker, right? The one who makes the bed, la camarera. Okay, that's the. Didn't we do? We forgot from our vocab. And mozo was what?
Bellhop.
was the bellhop, right? Okay. So you got to decide who brought these things to you, okay? Or who did these things for you. Okay. Let's just go through and look at these questions and see what they're asking because this present perfect, remember, the present perfect is who has brought, who has, okay, so remember it's the present tense of have or has, right, of the verb tener, well, to have in English, but the verb haber is español. Okay, so let's look at see what these questions mean. And you can type the meanings if you want. ¿Quién te ha traído las perchas? What's that question asking? ¿Quién te ha traído las perchas? Not all at once now. Let's see those fingers busy. See the wheels turning in the skulls. Nope, nope. Your who is right, Nehemiah. Anybody
What was
else?
the verb?
It's exercise 10, number 1.
I got lost on traído.
Traído.
Yeah.
What's traído?
En perchas.
Okay. Well, let's work backwards. Okay. The verb
I don't know
traído.
I don't know
Okay, well, hold on. Let's work backwards and we'll come up with the verb first, okay? These are the past participles, right? Have brought, have eaten, have listened, have prepared, okay? So let's look at let's backwards form the verb. Let's backward form, okay? So take off ido, and what do you replace ido with? Either er or ir, right? Well, let's try it out. Traer, right, okay? So the verb is traer. And what's the verb traer mean?
I cheated and I looked in the Spanish English dictionary and it says like to carry or to take.
To bring. To bring. Yeah, so it's it's also to bring, okay? So what is the question asking? Is the past participle of bring, to bring in English? Brought, right? So who has brought you the
Hangers.
hangers, right? Hangers, las perchas, the perches, your clothing perches, right? Okay, so who has brought you? So is that going to be la camarera or el mozo?
El mozo.
I would
No.
say el mozo too. No, I would say el mozo. I don't think the maid carries around extra hangers, right?
No, but
Just
you
like
can call to the front desk if you don't have enough hangers. Don't you?
right, right, and the maid doesn't bring it to you. It's the bellhop, right?
Okay.
If you don't have enough
So,
towels, it's la recepcionista, right? The receptionist or someone who brings you the towels. Or if you don't have a ¿cómo se dice iron? ¿Cómo se dice iron? La plancha, right? La plancha is the iron. So if you don't have a plancha, you call la recepcionista y mandan al mozo. They send the bellhop or someone, right? Not necessarily the bellhop, but usually that's the person, okay? So número 2, what is it asking? ¿Quién te ha cambiado?
Saying who gives you more towels?
Who has, you got to translate these verbs exactly, right?
Oh,
Who
I
has,
forgot. I forgot the HA. I remember that now. That means it's tener. Right now. Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Well, it means to have in English, but yeah, it's similar. Okay, who has, muy bien, Ari. Who has changed your towels or the towels, either way, right? Who has changed the towels? And that would be la camarera, right? It would be the maid. So la camarera. So how would I change it to answer in a complete sentence? What do I need to change here? maid has brought me the towels.
So, la camarera me ha
Ajá,
las toallas.
muy bien. La camarera me ha cambiado. You don't need to change the verb, right? Because we're talking third person. Anytime you're talking third person, the verb stays the same. She brought me the towels. Did she bring you the towels? Yes, she brought me the towels. Anytime you're talking third person, you don't need to change the verb, but you do need to change what? You do need to change the indirect object pronoun there, right? Because I'm asking you, did she bring you, did she change, has she changed your towels? Yes, she has changed the towel. She has changed for me the towels. Yeah, who has changed? Okay, so número 3. ¿Quién te ha limpiado el baño? ¿Quién te ha limpiado? ¿Otra vez?
What?
I didn't hear what you said. Otra vez.
Did you want us to translate it?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Did you want us to say what I meant in English? Is that why you're repeating it?
Yeah, uh-huh.
It means who has.
So does it mean your bathroom?
Who has cleaned for you the bathroom? Or in English, we would say, who has cleaned your bathroom? Okay, but literally it says, who has cleaned the bathroom for you? Okay, who has cleaned the bathroom for you? Okay, so now, so instead of las toallas, okay, let's look at the example I typed there. La camarera me ha cambiado las toallas. Okay, that says the maid has changed the towels for me. Now, what can we replace las toallas with and rewrite the sentence to say, the maid has changed them for me? Okay, remember las toallas, la camarera me las ha cambiado. Okay, she has changed them for me. Oops, that should be a 3. Okay, what would we do in number 3? So obviously it's going to be la camarera, right? Because obviously the mozo, the bellhop, doesn't do any bathroom cleaning. That's why he's the mozo and not the camarera, right? Or camarero, right? If we had a male maid, we would have un camarero. It also means waiter too, right? Waiter, waitress, camarera, camareras. So service person, right? Service person. But if we're talking about a hotel room, we know it's the maid. Okay, so how would I say the maid has cleaned it for me?
La camarera me lo ha limpiado.
Ya, me lo ha limpiado. Muy bien, perfecto. Me lo, two separate words, sorry there. Me lo ha limpiado. Okay, so there's a lot of things going on here that you have to take into account, right? I have to know, okay, I need to use both direct and indirect object pronouns. I need to know where they go. I need to change the indirect object pronoun because you're asking me directly, so I need to change that. Do I need to change the verb? No, because we're talking third person. But if I asked you, have you cleaned the bathroom for me? Okay, how would I say that? Have you cleaned?
We're using indirect still, right?
Yes, sir.
Te ha limpiado. Would it be pero? Wait, para? Wait, no. Would that
Para?
that'd be para me?
Para mí. Okay.
Para mí?
So let's look at this. Okay, we want to use a double. We want to use the actual pronoun. So in English, I mean, this is okay. That's okay. But I want to ask, so what you have going here, as you say, has she or he cleaned it for me? Okay, let's clean this up here. I wanted to say, have you cleaned the bathroom for me? You being informal in the to form, right? So how do I need to change this? To use the two object pronouns.
¿Tú me has limpiado el baño?
Tú me has, right? Has, because it's a two. Tú me has limpiado el baño. Okay. We'll pretend that's Enya. I need the Enya. Give me Enya. Okay. Tú me has limpiado el baño, and I should have an accent over the two. Have you washed the bathroom for me? Or have you cleaned the bathroom for me? Because lavar is to wash. So have you cleaned the bathroom for me? Okay. Now I want to say, have you cleaned it for me? What do I need to change?
It's going to be lo has.
I'm going to put that where? I'm going to put it after the me. Me lo has limpiado. Okay. Have you cleaned it for me? Muy bien. Okay, so let's look. Vita, go ahead and take número 4. Addie, take número 5. And Nehemiah, take número 6. Okay, so you want the two object pronouns. You're going to replace with whatever's there. You're going to answer the question. If I'm asking you, who has brought you, who has prepared the meal for you? Okay, she has prepared it for me. Okay, we want to get rid of our objects and replace them with object pronouns, so we got the double going on. So let's see how you guys see how you roll. Número 6, Nehemiah.
Which one do you want
Same
me to do?
exercise. Vita número 4 and Addie número 5. Okay, so Nehemiah, instead of using para mí, just use me and put it in its proper. It means the same thing. For me, para mí is okay, but it's better to use just the indirect object pronoun me and put it in its proper place. Exercise 10, Addie, número 5. Okay, so now where do those two need to go, Nehemiah? Okay, those are the two. Okay, so those were both right. No, take away para. No. You have the two right object pronouns. Now where do they need to go? Look at your examples. They go directly in front of the verb. Indirect object first, then direct object. Okay, so take those two. No, you can't put anything between those two pieces of the verbs. That's the whole verb there. You can never separate has servido. So put it in front of the whole verb. In front of, not behind. In front of the verb, Nehemiah, where's the verb? Has servido. Get rid of lo and me, put them in front of the verb. Keep going. Erase, erase, erase. Up to servido. Put a period there. Now jump in front of the verb. In front of the verb. Has servido. There we go. Keep going. There you go. Okay. No. No, that's the subject. Just the verb. There we go. Perfecto. Aha. There you go. Perfecto. There you go. Okay. Addie, Vita, you did 4. Okay, equipaje es masculino o femenino. So instead of replacing equipaje with la, it should be, there we go. Es masculino y singular. Me lo ha subido. Perfecto. El mozo me lo ha subido. Okay. Okay. And Eddie. Okay, el mozo. Okay. Eddie, ¿la puerta es femenino o masculino? So we're going to replace la puerta with la. Okay, now remember nothing can ever separate the form of haber and then the form of the past participle. There we go. Your direct and indirect objects always stay together. Very good. Perfecto. El mozo me la ha abierto. It's a mouthful. And again, it's a whole big process getting them in the right order. Okay, but you guys did it. Comprenden. Comprenden. Understand? Hay preguntas, any questions on that? It takes a lot. Okay, you got to think it through. You got to go, okay, I have 2 of them. I got to replace them. I got to move them from behind, put them in front of the verb. They always go in front of the verb. Indirect first, then direct. Okay, but I can never separate 2 pieces of verb, never, on any kind. So if I say, I am playing the piano. Estoy tocando. I do need to separate them. ¿No? Estoy tocando el piano. Okay. What does the sentence say? Te estoy tocando el piano. Te estoy tocando el piano.
I am playing the piano.
For you.
Yeah.
Right? For you. The te in there. Te estoy tocando el piano. Okay? Nothing can come between estoy and tocando, right? Because that's 2 pieces of the verb. Nothing can ever come in between 2 pieces of the verb. Okay, remember, because you have the form of estar and then you have the ing or the gerund or the present progressive form, right? So nothing can ever come between 2 pieces of a verb. Either that comes directly before or directly after, but never between it. Okay, same with the form of haber and the past participle. Nothing can come between those 2 guys. They're stuck together like glue. Okay, so this will take some work getting used to it, especially putting into verbal practice. Most people defer to what Nehemiah was saying, para mí, para mí, para mí, para mí, para ti. Okay, so don't despair. We're going to add to it tomorrow. Tomorrow. I'll have you guys tomorrow. So we're going to add to it tomorrow. There's a little something that changes when we use le and less for our indirect object pronouns. So we'll add to it tomorrow, but this kind of gives us the idea. Remember, we're going to have the quiz on the irregular past participles. Both classes, we're going to have the quiz. I promise I'm going to do it first thing we walk in the class. We'll review it a little, and then we'll take a quiz. They're on página 210, ¿sí? Página 210. So remember, a quiz on past participles. On página 210. Okay. Adiós, clase. ¿No preguntas? ¿No preguntas?
What page are we having a quiz on again?
210.
You faded. I can't hear you.
210. Let me type it for you. 210. Oh, they caught me. It's 2 words. It's 1 word, actually. 210. Thank you, Google. Google's so smart. So smart. Smarter than me sometimes. Okay. Adiós, clase. Hasta mañana, Adi. Hasta miércoles. Vita y Nima.
Okay.
Adiós.
See ya.